Hello everyone, I'm Red Robot, and today we'll be embarking on a brand new terrible tactic in celebration of the Invasion update, and that is the Batsaber Blitz. So, the whole theme of this tactic is to use the Batsaber, a super cool reskin, in a meaningful and interesting way. To achieve this, I designed a loadout specifically to counter the main weaknesses of Scout's melee weapon, in order for this weapon to really shine. The loadout in question consists of the Soda Popper, Criticola, and the Batsaber. Now, the Soda Popper and Criticola work hand in hand to make up for one of the main weaknesses of the Batsaber, its low damage. Dealing only 35 damage per non-crit swing, you're going to end up with a whole lot of nothing with this bat if you're unlucky. The Criticola isn't actually meant to be used directly with the Batsaber, but instead with the Soda Popper to gain a lot of damage. As we all know, your already high melee crit chance is boosted even higher by the amount of damage you've dealt in the last 20 seconds. The plan is as follows: deal a whole bunch of damage with your mini crit Soda Popper to boost your crit chance, transforming your rapid and pitiful 35 damage taps into terrifying 105 damage swings. But then what? Well, that's where the other effect of the Soda Popper comes in. Not only is it good for dealing damage, but using the height meter of our carbonated shotgun, the Soda Popper allows us to gain up to 5 mid-air jumps. This is critical, as the second downside of the Batsaber is that you have to be in close range to deal any sort of damage. Against a class like Soldier, this is a death sentence. I feel like these clips went pretty well. Now, I was pretty low in the random crits department. Getting multiple successive crit swings is sort of the whole point of this loadout, and it didn't happen very often. Luckily, the Soda Popper's evasion mechanic allowed me to survive long enough to take out enemies with a few regular swings instead. Pyro was definitely the most frustrating class to play against. They're strong against melee, coming at them from any direction, even above. Luckily, my additional jumps allowed me to escape the usually stun situation you get into after getting air blasted. Heavies were difficult too, as I needed to get lucky enough with crits fast before I would get filled up with lead. Another little cool thing to note about the Batsaber is that you can actually inspect it. I think it's the only melee weapon at the moment that you can inspect, which is pretty cool. I'd say the main weakness of this tactic stems from the fact that one of Scout's greatest strengths, his ability to kite enemies from a medium range, dealing decent damage while avoiding it himself, can't be utilized. Specifically, using your melee weapon can force you into a bit of a kamikaze mode, but the satisfaction you get from pulling this combo off makes it worth the trouble, in my opinion. As for other options I could have explored, pinning an enemy against the wall or throwing them into the air with the force of nature would have been a great way to utilize the Batsaber. Forcing an enemy into a situation where they can't escape is an awesome way to get an easy finish off with a melee weapon. And that was exactly what I meant by not getting crits when I need them. Another worthwhile option instead of the Criticola would have been the Mad Milk, because I could have kinda leeched health off my enemies while I swung at them, which would have saved my life in a few situations. Definitely worth looking into. Man, I'm really enjoying this more creative take on stock reskin weapons. The Batsaber and Kappa both look fantastic and are really satisfying to use. I reckon the Invasion team have really outdone themselves with them. And there we have it. I figured farming damage to make the most of the Batsaber's high swing speed was a pretty neat way to use the weapon. Plus, the Soda Popper can make you near invincible if you use it right. Well, that's all I've got for you right now, and I'll catch you guys next time.